I think this is the first time that we will have that we have an example slide that is not from the Airbnb pitch deck. And the reason is that there is not a real traction slide in Airbnb pitch deck. That's sad, but yeah, I'm not sure when Airbnb, I think when Airbnb drafted that pitch deck, they were pretty early. So basically there was no traction at all. So I think that's okay if they don't have one in that scenario. Like I said before, you can come up with other sources of traction than revenue. And yeah, but this one is an example which is pretty classic. It's of the startup called ooomf. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, let's take a look at it. That's a pretty simple slide, right? There is one graph, pretty simple. There are a couple of numbers. It goes back, I think, 6 months. And the graph is supported with two key numbers. Once they have the revenue, 950K US dollars, and they show me the month-on-month growth, 30%. That's a lot. That's strong growth. They also add that they make that revenue based on projects. And this graph tells me that this solution is really demanded. So they are able to get to the market to sell their product. It is not answering all the questions out there. Of course, I could ask, for example, is it always the same customer who is it basically just one customer who expands its spending on the solution? Are there several customers? What are the ticket sizes? There are so many questions to that. But that's not necessary to answer that on the traction slide. They just want to show me what they achieved most recently. Most recently for them, the last 6 months. I assume that's when they started to sell the solution. And it gives me the confidence that this is a good and demanded solution. Yeah. By the way, I also want to emphasize the fact that there's only one chart on the slide, and the written explanations are pretty short. I think that's also a strength. It sticks to the rules. Keep it lean, keep it light, keep it structured, keep it simple. This is a pretty good traction slide in my opinion. I decided to only discuss one, but because they are pretty common, it's not that easy to find traction slides that include customer acquisition or product development, because they are usually pretty early stage pitch decks. But I have seen that from companies, and I've seen companies doing that quite successfully. And yeah, you can definitely draft a slide where you show your most recent product development on a timeline and show why it's important. Yes, that's it regarding the analysis of the example slide. And yeah, in the next video, we will already start with chapter number 6, the user fund slide. See you then.